like that. So after we left off, right here. So everyone should buy something like a nice. We get one notification on the screen below right here. Notification and like this video. Just hit like subscribe in this video. So let's complete tonight's Monday Night Raw. Is tonight. So anyone buy something like and you want to buy. So let's break down Raw tonight. I'm going with 10 out of 10. This was good for last week. So let's go live right here. So I think we have to kick things off. So versus kick off Raw. And they said, I think 1 week after leaving, it was CM Punk. And Rey Mysterio leaving versus Braun Breaker. And Boston Reed, Logan Paul, Austin Theory, Paul Heyman, and kick off Monday's Netflix broadcast in ring promo. And in between a wise man, he joins just his collection of best talent into the ring with him as a first WrestleMania and main eventals. So this it was before recording introducing Austin Theory as the newest member of the department in this group. And Paul Heyman claimed the goals of the forces outweighs any wasn't goals of anyone inside the group. I didn't just kill a falsely played in WrestleMania Punk and started to hang all the fans and sang along to the world champion and his team. And Hitman Punk Marty pointed out that whether he is some on bending down and this is no time maps on next week's show. I in mind, I think he saw the forces into the ring and did Braun Breaker to say something sense. I think he wants his mouth, and whenever the best is an award, it's not around. He said, I'm not such a badass claim that he is not supposed to bow, but it wasn't here and now. He did Punk to go found someone in a locker room. He was like him, who is more of a just dog, and then he remind him that you made Punk that he wants the seal to feel with Limo Saxon, and so the two of them will not set the same, and he felt to win the title on January 5th. And in between Punk, and he responded that he is not ready to get let the World Championship go through, and he told Braun Breaker the two of them are not the same, but one of them is CM Punk, and he is going to be the second English's top star. So yes, it was a significant moment for Braun Breaker to stand on the ring and go face to face with Stupid Punk, also a mic, pretends at the promo, And for the most part, he was hurting at a point or two, but he's got his point across his boat, crossing a while he's doing so. The world champion was his technically awesome self, pointing to claiming point also assessment and giving it the gravity it needed in some last opportunity to drum up and hype its gentleman to the point that the century fifth match and he feels like a big deal. Actually between the best days, it was Liv Morgan. If he continued to stir things up with whole Summit Day teammate is Mikhail, and in between Russell Perez and me matching in Texas. So here's the next match. So we have Steven Mikhail taking on against WWE Hall of Famer Nikki Bella against Mikhail. So over the last time in Athens, Steven Mikhail and Mikhail fought to a no contest war on December 15th. And Nikki Bella lost to Mikhail at Survivor Series 4 Games. It was on November 30th. After playing in the line for weeks, if Mikhail and Nikki Bella and Mikhail to square off with the top prize is between the wall women's division at the stake. After between Mikhail adjustment set in essence early and often losing whole size and strength wasn't too than above of whole opponents. See deliver a fall away slam to Bella and put the CORY special to for kill. So I think for a submissive victory was instead after between specific balls out of a pen attempt and roll her up and for it to count. After overkill fall out of an STF from Bella, but Gregory found also in the Devil's Kiss after a dragon's clue leg whips and for kill rolling late and a sunset flip. After this power bomb from Bella and Mikhail who power bomb the Sabians, only was the Hall of Famers the Atau. After between the asses continued, it was until Mikhail hosting a both opponents up for the double TEC ANA bomb and Steven Mikhail escaped and was the adjustment competitor and drove her opponent to the mat and was alone with the Sabians as the Summit Day and was to the mat and paid Bella for the win and win on this match Steven Mikhail. After between the biggest heating of the soul at this point, after went to Mikhail and when she broke it up the Devil's Kiss from Mikhail and Bella at one point and Bella appealed the STF and the crowd broke out and a thank you sentence to which the Hall of Famer responded with, "No, thank me. This was good stuff." Adding between the maps itself, slow it down the distress. Adding with some spots it was in all designs into it fully. The skeleton finish whip it out, whip it up. Lastly, it is one of those contests that will have it will suffice has a single match. I think we have to kill on your feet against you or when you get both enough. I think we have making better eating loose to whatever we are supposed to take hold seriously has a potential if it needs one in a bad way. So I think between Kobe Royals, Pomo, they said. So was it last time in Athens between Asuka, Anya Fitting, Rhea Ripley on Raw on December 22nd? After a women's tag team champions Asuka and Kairi Singh hits in the ring to address the ongoing between those rivalries between them. With Rhea Ripley and Io Sky will coming from next week's in a top defense. So the press of tomorrow and cut off her own partner and claimed that no one is ready for the Kobe Royals. Such in a time when there are no attendance, number one attendance to make the way to set the ring and broke out. I didn't eat the hills got so open hand a moment before it was Rhea Ripley. So I didn't eat the sky and fought back and cleared them out of the ring. It was before standing tall to close things out to the soul. I guess it was a different assessment than so open, but it still message to throw up this tournament and heating for next week's title bout. And this time by putting on personally instead of Pomo has this was good work. I think each team had a moment to sign against it all before. It was Ripley, the sky, it was with the open hand, where that plays into the 50-50 bookings we see a little too often out of WWE. It means the Kobe Models retain next Monday remains to be seen. So we will find out next week. So here's the next match. We have R-Truth. He goes 1-on-1 against Gunto. So also last time in Athens, Gunto on the feet Saturday night main event was on December 13th. So after of R-Truth on the feet Aleister Black on SmackDown July 11th. After supposed a bad stage, this combination is going to score off with Sunset at number one fan. It was R-Truth in a singles competition. It hit just babyface. He was started red hot, but Gunter dodged out. And he just scissor kick. It went to the walk, overwhelming the popular star, and with his 40 up shots was his strength. So when Garcia has nothing got to the best of him, has he mocking John Cena, and you can't see me. and he turned, but he overcame one last offense from R-Truth and tapped him out with a super hold to cause a boost. So, in the middle of this match, the Squintle Jesse was excited what it needed to be, going to squaw with one of Cena's buddies. It took was turning at him. He was punished him to the submission win. It's nothing less as the win continues to accomplish himself has the most hated man in WWE. As he went to backstage, it was Say Uso expressed his distress to get Cena Uso involved. And what he has been a terrible year for him, in which little has gone his way. And in between his spoiled hype him up and press his elegance. Instead, they get ready for their tag team title match. So let me see. Say Uso's contract was about. Let me see. I'm sure they will win. This was a good match. And they saw that championship tonight. It was up with Say Uso. I knew right now everybody knows that his contract was going to be ending with WWE. So the question is, will he resign or not? So what do you guys think? So he has been for years, like almost last year. So he also a prominent WWE pro wrestler, has been signed to a 5-year contract extension with WWE. His stayed until at last year's 2024. After his under contract, reportedly includes a 6K pay raise. This was about salary. So, now with the break, his personal ways into its open of WWE roster has of back in February of 2025 discussing or ongoing regarding to the status of his under contract with rumors are true, so it may expire in last year's 2024. It also, along with his brother Sammy Uso, has been a cornerstone head of WWE tag team division, unless has already wants an Intercontinental Championship showcase his continued is a public company. I think. So here's the next match. So we have Rey Mysterio goes 1-on-1 against Austin Theory. Also last time it asked Boston Reed, Austin Theory on your feet, CM Punk and Rey Mysterio on Raw on December 22nd. After between the rivalry between them and Mysterio and the forces continue among the heads up last year's 2023 Hall of Famer to square off with Theory in a singles competition. So, I just said his endorsement to Access Showcase is adding in refined skills as an overpower Mysterio laying into the commercial plate. After he continued his beatdown, posing the all-time great. He was a true lesson. He was into the baby face, making a comeback and set up for the 619. After between Logan Paul cut him off and joining the just added cases 2-on-1 beatdown ensued until Penta made his return, putting off the heels and standing tall with Mysterio. So, in the winner of this match, Rey Mysterio. And usually was not much to this match, which took place. Wasn't mostly during the commercial break. It felt more like a setup for the post-match, and then ending his concerning and brought Penta back into the fold and elevated him to the over of the versus that is Honey a Bad Day was a tag team match, finding four superstars involved here in the Universal. So, after between Messenger Plea and Becky Lynch promo, they said, after between last time in Athens, Messenger Plea on defeat Narinano on Raw on December 15th, and Becky Lynch lost ball games at Survivor Series on November 30th. So, hold on. So, Anya Megas Intercarter champion Messenger Plea hits at the ring when this power ahead of her defense against Becky Lynch from next week's on Raw. Anya C fixed her pommel skills. You see what's great on this pommel. Probably more confident and comfortable. Also, my time with every passing week about addressing a man. So, Becky Lynch to interrupt intent to be nice, but the plea saw it through and planning to either break her leg or tap her out again. After a big time Banks, and she asked Andrew where Matthew Plea is going to be, who's a fans think she is next week's or who Becky Lynch knows that she is before falling to win back at the goal. After between Messenger Plea and the visit of Groove has a performer have been Nanny Sword and Gussie Hall walk into the ring. Into a mic time is links. Also in abidings ahead of Will. The feat was at this time out past last year. Attitude at the point that the crowd buys her has a performer, her work, and where Becky Lynch has been stating in beginning the new year is the same ring as the man on one of the biggest broadcasts of the year. Anya is limited of the trust and this investment has in whole. So, is the main event. So we have World Tag Team Championship match is all aligned. So we have the Dinosaurs, the Usos against AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. So I was at last time, and as the Usos defend the New Day on Raw on December 15th. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee defend Savon Evans and Leon Swill Saturday night, and main event is on December 13th. So, Disney was looking to put his personal disappointments and outlay behind him, and they also teamed with his brother Sammy, also for his side, Tyler side, as a Raw Brands and World Tag Team Championship against AJ Styles, Dragon Lee, and Monday's main event. After between the Usos, decided to throw early on, it wasn't new. After whatever it takes, with Sammy, he was tripping up to Dragon Lee and sending him into the ring steps and ripped out. AJ Styles has certain twins and was with anything to the break. So, after the twins has dipped into their heel, possibly seat side to AJ Styles to point a hot tag from Dragon Lee that Listener followed off a double stomp that stunned Sammy and allowed him to make the attack to set Formula 1. So, AJ Styles was forced into a full match, but a tag to say wasn't lead to a spill and big splash from Sammy Uso. It was the first of Hall of Famers to kick out of 2 moments later. If they kick out of a Styles class, it was a drama, and the full essence was terrified. I did outlay about the blows was what Styles and double super kick, and then down Dragon Lee, maybe 1D was a win, is it just titles. So, in the winner of this match, the Usos castled their 9th tag title and Glenn fastest beating Styles and Dragon Lee in a bangle of a main event, and that had between the fans in Orlando and hitting on every near falls, sparkling down except and just stretched out. Was it a hot cloud and throwback to the Usos board has a hill some currently between the just chemistry and a muscle AOC how just one skirted answer just this level, and that it did. It was an overall grade. WWE knew it needed to ramp up the hype machine for the January 5th episode of Raw, and it did not. That the great Brendan Hill with so strong 5 minutes it devote to having next Monday's podcast. So, CM Punk, here he goes against Braun Breaker, Matthew Dupree against Becky Lynch. It's a women's tag titles match where all permanently was in between. There was some quite in-ring work for the women's triple threat match. It is a main event. So it was a tour in return La Penta in the 70 to graduate to a feud with a set of forces, and you have a strong soul to close a year out with. So, I didn't believe what I said before, but once, but twice. So, I haven't heard anything else between, currently, I haven't heard from Paul Heyman since back in May. So we have to do an update on her next video. So we haven't seen her since, I say, hold on. So let me move this up here. Hold on. Okay, so WWE top star Paul Heyman has been out of Athens since late August 2025. A serious is close neck surgery, and there are closet with WWE that it could be a entire career permanent focusing retirement. True, as the recording spoke about the doing of such injuries and highlights around her futsal on her first match was on August 22nd. This menu in about the face and health issues before but also that just neck injury is the probably reason for her chronic after her absence for months. So this was back in August of last year or so. That's why we haven't seen her since. So, let me see a couple of things here. Any more news for this week? Oh, I have to remind you guys that AEW occurs returning this Saturday on January the 3rd. I had to remind you guys for this week. So, it might be on this Saturday on January the 3rd. AEW occurs. I had to remind you guys one more time before. So, let me see. WWE says announced that Dominic Mysterio is out, and finally. So, but now. So we had an update on him too. So, wait a moment for the Usos to get to their victory on their tag team goal. AJ Styles would like to want it back with Seth Evans and Leon Slater very soon on Raw. So this is gonna be good. So next week's episode of Raw meets Stranger Things was all on January 5th, 2026. The 1 point was for him to play true upside down with his music. He might keep his music, I think. And this will be so hyped for Quizetico on January 5th. He needs to come out to break the walls down. And this is like first focus from this. I'm done with this. And that's gonna be so pretty cool. So we could have him appear on January 6th instead of NXT. I hope he might. So I think 1 point was for him. He played true upside and down. It was great things with certain music. And that would be pretty cool. I want to see that now, so he can have Quizetico for next appearance. Wow, I'm hyped. I can't wait to see this. So I'm going to watch it next Monday when Quizetico has to return soon. So I just set a walls down at Royal Rumble and Quizetico at WrestleMania have 80 playing the OFF. So I think it will be very cool to have the WWE Countdown along with the iconic icon that breaks the walls down into a photo by Quizetico. It should be the only way, the only way to bring Quizetico back to WWE is to have break the walls down. Because it's iconic and when it's a course. So I hope it will be good for him come back again soon. So as your mind said, so let me see. Yep. I see that before. So TNA Ultimate Tour is coming up soon on AMC on January. I think very soon, I hope. So when we're going to come back on Wednesday from AEW New Year's Mass this Wednesday. It's so much more. So yeah, Royal Rumble is on January 24th, 2026. Wait a minute. I knew what Royal Rumble possible return. So you would love to see from the following top superstar possible returns at Royal Rumble match. So this is gonna be big. So it might be Bianca Belair is 100%. So might be returned. Ronda Rousey, Chris Jericho, Paige for sure. 100% Vince McMahon will return. I hope not. So, let me see. I think I'm having trouble seeing how Paige and Jericho and Edge will fit in this era of TKO. Maybe I can't really see Zack Gable, Bianca Belair. He was going to make a comeback. So, we might find out soon. But before. So, Albert Renaissance is on your contract to like the end of next year. It's ready for Bianca to return. If Mike return, it goes and visit attacks in 1 week in to end week out, and she took place funny confidence in him, and he asked what would stop him. He answered with a "You can't see me." So Science Party has to come back to save WWE and set up a match at WrestleMania. I'm sorry without that. So Hayes and Chris Jericho love for 9 sacks. Shane Cargill, last lesson, Sonya MFTs. And upon comeback, Sonya Wyatt 6 with Alexa and Charlotte Flair and have been 60% mix tag match. Besides, like you say, he was like to see Big 8, but they only certified 2, and besides Pace, like to see Brett Beckle in WWE. I mean, anyone wants what you say, but in this case, it's just a scumio. So, I'm hoping, I don't think about Prosecco his band Fossey had told in between February. So, I'm hoping Zack Gable returns soon for him to finally get a net singles title. I hope. So, I know also is still on the contract to AEW. But I wasn't sure. So this was to finally answer returning Link. Why people keep turning ads and do like they don't know how contracts work. He's with AEW for a couple more years left on him. So in Pace and Circle will be amazing return soon. I can't wait. So I just want Paige back to WWE soon. So that's my opinion. But the truth, what I'm saying. So what if Kenny Cross might come back or not? I think. So about Pace and the Ambrose, again, it won't be ifs. I hope interested top list like Ken Simrock. So thank you for watching tonight's Raw review tonight. So thank you for watching. So I will be back here on Wednesday. So have a rest of your week. So let's go to my YouTube polls right now. So we got 80% like this show tonight on Raw. 20% is alright. And 7% didn't like it. So let's go to my X poll. A quick minute here. I'm hoping something more. I hope. Oh, Leslie Evans had her comment about 1 hour ago, I think. We haven't seen her since either. So we got 2% liked it, 2% is alright, and 2% didn't like it. So let me see some more things here. Next week, Chris Jericho will be here. So I can't wait to see him back. So I hope he beats CM Punk against Chris Jericho at WrestleMania rematch. Has to confirm this. So I think it's either January 5th or 34th. Maybe. So I think who says make a list. So tonight or probably next week have some sort of strange things. The permission. So why does Classico point in 2026? So it'd be some if say Keiko returns with him. I'm sure of that. I'll probably doubt it. He might return to with Chris Jericho. I hope. So let me see. I just hope it will be fit. So I will scream next week, but the breaks are lost down for Chris Jericho, like his return comeback. So I can't wait to see this next week. So this is going to between next week's Raw episode. So give me 1 minute here for next week's. January the 5th. Okay, so here's a lineup for next week's. So let me see here. So let me see here, guys. Hold on. So I will let you guys know for next week's Raw when it comes out soon. So it might be press release on December 24th in season 5. So Jerry gets Strano. So it might be good. The second season of Israel of Raw on Netflix. So thank you for watching tonight. So I will be back here. So I'll come back on Wednesday from AJ Mia Smash. It's coming up this Wednesday. So we will see you guys come back on Wednesday for Dynamite Mia Smash. And we might see you guys on let me see on Cedric the Second, a Sweet Owl show on SmackDown. So have a great Monday, have a rest of the week. I'll see you guys come back here on Wednesday. And so much more. So have a rest of Monday, have a rest of the week. I'll see you next time. Have a good one, guys. Peace.